The KTM 390 Adventure is one of our best of 2020. Joining me today is Mr. Sumeet Narang, President Probiking at KTM and Husqvarna. Sumeet, thank you for joining us and accepting the award remotely on behalf of the 390 Adventure.
Well, thank you, Dhruv. It's a pleasure to be here and to receive this award. A great honor for us. Thank you very much.
The 390 Adventure has been a highly anticipated bike. It's been worth the wait, but it's also been launched in a very strange year with the pandemic. So what has the initial period post-launch been like?
Well, it's been extremely encouraging. We are already selling a 390 Adventure equal to what we were selling of Duke 390 till last year, which is a great start. At the end of the day, it's an internal benchmark to look at. But our ambitions for this product are way, way larger. And we believe it's the product has been designed, really developed for what the Indian market requires, takes care of all kind of touring, off-roading requirements somebody might have. The product comes packed in with all the best of electronics, as you would have already seen. It's got a great vehicle, fitment. As such, the engine is fantastic, very amicable. So we've got extremely good responses from all our customers. Encouraged by that, we've also rolled out some good adventure properties, what we call as pro experiences that we are going to be giving to our customers, where we have partnered with some master trainers. And these are going to be absolutely top of line experiences, bringing in the best of KTM learnings. They are in the form of adventure trails, which is more like a day-long experience. They're in the form of adventure tours, which are like marquee tours, about 7-8 days, really going out into the interiors. So we are looking at building the adventure segment quite actively. We're very, very optimistic about it.
And as a segment, it's been growing over the years and it's evolved quite rapidly, but it's also become quite competitive now. So how do you see it evolving further?
I think competition is good. It's right now at a very nascent stage if I was to look at it. To me, an adventure bike is what an SUV is in cars. And I think the applications of these products go way, way beyond just specialized touring.
Yeah.
So I think the bike's really best suited for Indian environments. We welcome competition. We welcome the development of this segment. We are extremely confident of the product that we have rolled out. It meets the best of requirements in terms of engine technology, supporting electronics, the vehicle, pricing, etc. And we are very confident that this is going to be like one of our flagship products moving forward in KTM.
Yeah, I think that's a great analogy, like an SUV is in the car segment, and we've seen that all the growth is coming in the SUV segment. So similarly, there could be an equal sort of growth for this segment to continue in the market. And you mentioned some of the technologies and features that are already on the bike, as well as the pricing. So how have you managed to pack in all this tech and features and also price it competitively?
Well, I have to really thank our R&D and engineering guys for that. As you're aware, on KTM, our approach has always been zero compromise on quality, zero compromise on technology. All KTM bikes are developed with the best of R&D collaboration between Austria and India. And then we also make sure that the product is something which is right priced. So, the premium is there, which is justified, but we make sure whether it's our sourcing, our collaboration with our vendors, or the way the product is configured, we are able to price it what is absolutely the right price for that segment. And the same approach we've applied even to Adventure 390.
And in the past dozen years or so, the KTM journey in India has been quite encouraging and quite positive. So where does it go from here? What next for KTM in India?
I think our hands are quite full right now. We've rolled out Adventure. As you are well aware, we would be very soon extending the Adventure family. Let me leave it at that for now. We have rolled out Husqvarna as a totally new brand, as a segment, which is operating in the performance lifestyle space. On top of that, within our existing range, we have upgraded our Duke 200 and the Duke 250, and they both have received extremely well in the mid-price, in the mid-cc segment. So I think currently our hands are really full in trying to, build these new segments. It's going to be a full-on task building the adventure segment as well as building Husqvarna as a brand.
Yeah.
The initial responses to both have been absolutely encouraging, and they've been very, very satisfying for us. Surely, as we go along, Duke and RC remain our two big pillars, and we would continue to strengthen those segments.
And Husqvarna, because it's quite a niche brand from that perspective. So where do you see it fit, and how do you see it going forward from post-launch?
I think Husqvarna is a very interesting brand that way in the market. What we identify in the market is a segment of people who would be looking for a lifestyle bike, but they don't want to compromise on performance. They would want all the best of technology. They want all the best of vehicle engineering, the best of engine performance. But they're looking for a more mature, they're looking for a slightly more stylish set of wheels. And that's where Husqvarna fits in beautifully. And we are finding a totally new segment of consumers who are opting for Husqvarna versus the KTM. Slightly older guys who've been there, done that, done their numbers on bikings and all, burned the tarmac. And right now what they're looking for is something where they enjoy the bike, it complements their personality. It's a good reflection of what they see biking for themselves, something which is a great urban ride. But at the same time, they don't want to compromise on performance or go back a few technology years in terms of the performance that the bike delivers. So that's a great space. I wouldn't really call it a niche. I think it's a very, very large segment as we start untapping into it. And we are getting great feedback from our early customers who are buying Husqvarna.
And from a market perspective, because again, I mean, it's been a strange year, but now we're seeing a sort of ramp up in terms of demand volumes. And how do you seeing it play out in the next few months and then going into 2021?
This is something, it's a much discussed, debated topic. I would pretty much take it month at a time, because there's so many factors which are playing that you can't really, I think it'll be foolhardy to draw a conclusion this early to say that this is what the next 6 months could look like.
Yeah.
We have come out of a very extensive transition from BS4 to BS6. There was lockdown. There have been supply issues. At the same time, there's been a lot of pent-up demand amongst customers, which has shown in the last couple of months of sales. There is a lot of optimism that we are seeing around the festival. So we do expect, this to continue into November. But at the same time, we have to wait and watch to see how the subsequent months also pan out. So it's a challenging year. We are obviously doing all the right things that's required to make sure the business is back on track, and we are very, very happy with the early signs. But I would take this a month at a time to really get a sense on how it's progressing. There are just too many factors at play.
Yeah, so I mean, we can be encouraged, but take it with a pinch of salt is what you're saying.
Yeah, I think there are different factors will keep coming and playing in as we go along.
Yeah.
So it's not a year where you can really predict what the February and March could be looking like. It could swing in either directions.
Yeah.
So the right thing to do is, that's what we're doing. We're keeping our strategies are intact. We're doing all the right things that we need to do for the brand. We are investing behind our new launches. We are not holding back rollout of new models, as you guys have seen. We are doing all the right things at the dealerships. All our dealerships are undergoing a major upgrade from KTM to Husqvarna.
Yeah.
About half of our dealerships have already got converted into that. So we're doing all the right things, but at the same time, we're keeping a close watch on the market so that we don't end up misreading it to a great degree.
Yeah. Well, congratulations once again on the launch of the 390 Adventure and its success, and look forward to seeing you in person and being able to present this trophy to you in person sometime soon.
Thank you very much, Dhruv. I look forward to the same, and thank you once again to you, to autoX and the entire group for having recognized this product. It's a great product, and I hope customers continue enjoying it as much as they're doing today. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Sumeet.